The seventh trend is this idea of 360-degree collaboration. And what I mean by that is, it used to be that you had really one constituency, which is you had, either you were communicating with the internal team, it was the external, or you had customers, or you had vendors. But today, to be able to take a true advantage of digital media, to take advantage of this idea that people are the media, you have to do a sort of a 360-degree collaboration. And by that, I mean, in what ways can you incorporate your vendors to do something that you as an organization or department are trying to do? What resources might they have that make sense for that? Where can you best cross-pollinate ideas from? And I've seen, just some simple examples of this done really well. From a business model perspective, how many are familiar with Uber? The car service. And if you think about it, it's really nothing that novel, is it? Like cars driving people. Wow, how innovative. But then you look at this idea and you add a very simple twist, which is car on demand for the average person. And I can have one app and text, and I can have, a black car outside in 15 minutes. All of a sudden, that's very compelling. And all they've really done is sort of cross-pollinate, right, from one platform into another. And the more you can do that, the stronger your innovations will continue to be professionally at a department level. I spoke at the University of Hong Kong, and I thought this was so neat, where every year they bring together professors from different departments, and they lecture to their colleagues. So a history professor might share what they're working on, and a physics professor might share something they're working on. But all of a sudden, that's great because, while the students get the benefit of that, for the first time, the professors now get the benefit, and someone from the biology department would say, man, that really solves a problem we're having right now. This idea of 360-degree collaboration, and I think I will say that I think it's harder to do sometimes in public companies and harder to do in government organizations, because you feel like it's more red tape, and you've got, you're kind of, in some ways, you're working always in your boxes. But really, if you sort of push those boundaries and figure out how do you cross those boxes, what's happening in different areas and departments that you can pull from, that's even outside. Right? So what I think is just always fascinating about speaking to a group like this is I get to learn so much. It allows me now to go back to the clients that we're working with and say, we've never thought about this. What about doing it this way? When I started the company, a lot of people advised me to pick an industry or a niche, and they said, you really should focus in, you'll have better results. Yeah, but my thought process was, but we won't really be as innovative, we won't really be able to cross-pollinate the best ideas, because by working with clients across industries, we're able to say, this is so neat in healthcare, they're doing exciting things, why can't we bring that to manufacturing? And in the future, you'll see there'll be a lot of ideas, a lot of businesses, a lot of innovations that occur that'll have you going, why didn't I think of that? And if you really stop to think about it, you'll realize it's because it crosses two different industries, or it pulls from something that's totally different, right? Two very different backgrounds, but it makes something completely unique in a brand new category. So I think this is sort of an overarching trend.